Go.
Welcome back to the But Did I Ask podcast. This is your co-host here, Christian speaking, and I am here with Big Daddy Cumstain. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my parents actually named me Cumstain. That's actually really interesting. But yeah, I have chicken
It's a
Kia.
really
Fuck off.
interesting name. I'm actually a big fan of it. Hold up.
Today we're doing a YouTube boxing tier list.
Can you turn your tablet down just a little bit?
Christian
Anyways,
has both the kids, so this is gonna be
yes,
interesting.
I have both the children, so this is gonna be great. If you have to see me grab a child, at least I can hold them while I'm talking, because fucking I just don't
What'd you say?
need to use.
Hmm?
Anyways, how have you been?
Suicidal. Nah, okay, so exams, I'm 2 in for biology. First one, I did okay on. I got an 80%. This last one, 100%. I am a fucking big dick. And then next week, I have my first psych exam. I'm excited. Hopefully I don't botch it. But it's literally tomorrow, actually. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but here we are. And, yeah, me and Christian started playing 2K. That's been fun. But, there are a bunch of problems with it. And Ronnie 2K boxed me. Do it.
Sorry, I was helping my child put a headset on because she wants to be just like her father. Anyways,
Right.
yeah, no, Ronnie 2K, please box Justin. Fuck it, I'll get my rib surgery. I'll box you too. I swear to God. Like, whoever
Ronnie
created
2
this
fights one
game,
night.
I will fuck Ronnie 2K. I swear to God, for creating such a dog like, it's enjoyable because it's basketball, but God, is the game just fucking ass.
Too many problems.
There's so many things that could be done better. Like the servers, dog shit. Make central servers, make the input delay less when you're on a laggy server.
And let people choose their servers like Rocket League. Like, what the hell?
If I live in California, my friend lives in Minnesota, I don't want him to be forced to play in a California server, and I don't want to be forced to play in a Minnesota server. Let me just choose a state or something that, is in between so that it's a little bit more balanced out, and then he's not fucking having to preemptively guess. I have to sneeze. Preemptively guess fucking my nose.
Practically guess fucking your nose. Yep, easy.
Yep, that's the one. But anyways, 2K is very enjoyable. I've been having a lot of fun with the game. Justin is literally mid as shit.
I am 69 overall. I'm literally a god. Leave me alone.
The greatest rating in the game. You can't go anywhere else. Sorry, you're not allowed to improve.
Fuck.
But no, I'm like 79 overall. I realized that I made a drastic mistake in careers. I thought this entire time I was in pro, and I went to go change the difficulty to all-star, and it said that I was in semi-pro, and then, God, that made my life so much more challenging
You're
to get
so
used to the
ass,
shot
and you thought
timing.
you were an all-star. All-star is torture.
I put myself in all-star, and yes, it is torture. I dropped 20 points, but I also had like a 26% fucking 3-point. So it's AIDS. Or I'm just bad, one of the two. But outside of that, we actually do. Oh, I should probably talk about how I've been doing. 2K.
Yeah, a little bit. Idiot.
Children. I taking care of kids. Ooh, there's a chance that we're gonna be getting our own place. I don't know if I can talk about this, but my girlfriend's sister unfortunately got denied for a new apartment because her and her girlfriend want to move out. But I fortunately might be able to qualify for the apartment, so Jazz and I might have a chance to move out, and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, something like that. Not too shabby. We're gonna go check it out, I think today or tomorrow, one of the two. But I'm very excited because there's a potential that we'll be able to have our own place, and that would be pretty nice. How much a month would it be? 700.
Yeah, I wish Mankato, dude. You get a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It looks like dick. $900. Come on now.
Come on now, bring me the money. I think it might be a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, but still 700 is really not too shabby. No. So, and because we have 2 incomes now, and Jazz is going to be taking back all of her bills, like the car and things like that, I'll forefront the rent.
Oh, and actually, I forgot to mention, I started doing a little bit of boxing stuff on my own. It's not nothing great, but it's just hitting the bag and kind of just learning how to punch.
He's been sending us some videos, the right type of it. Anyways, they are very interesting. It's actually fun to watch him like get good at, or practice and shit like that. I'd like to see him hop into the boxing ring once or twice.
Come on,
you know?
Ronnie. Come on. Take my offer, fucker. We'll fight
Ronnie
on
2K.
KSI's undercard.
He'll literally bend you over. I swear. That'd be content. I'm just saying.
Pot.
Anyway, speaking of KSI's undercard, what are we doing today, Justin?
We are going to be rating motherfucking YouTube boxers. So,
yes, we are going to be putting boxers into a tier list of as it goes, the top being God tier, and then obviously like almost there, decent, mez, stinker, should retire, and then who the fuck even are you? Because not half, but like a lot of these people, never seen them in my life, and I probably will continue that way outside of these pictures that we have been shown. But we will try our best to accurately say where we think that they deserve to be. And some of these aren't really YouTubers. Some of them are people that have fought YouTube boxers. They're like either retired athletes or, you know, as Jake likes to do it, not fight actual boxers. He likes to get the people that are just about to retire from life. You know, they've been crippling down for years, and you know they played sports maybe in their 20s, but he likes to think that he's a very talented boxer because he can kick down you know, a man with a dad bod that hasn't touched a sport in like 15 years. So and then claim to be the greatest. Anybody that's a Jake fan, you can eat the left side of my fucking asshole, like specifically the left side. There's nothing good about Jake. Okay, that's a lie. Respectfully, he is a marketing genius. I do think that he's a very intelligent person when it comes to marketing and like, you know, being able to get people to, you know, like him or hate him. But regardless of whether or not people like him or hate him, he gets the fame and he gets the money, he gets the brand deals and shit like that, you know.
all right. Listen, we gotta stop stalling. It's already 7 minutes in. Fuck. Okay, Joe Weller.
Joe Weller, I'm going to put in stinker, respectfully. He did assist with starting the YouTube boxing scene. So
I don't think he's at. Well, I didn't actually really watch that fight too much, but what I saw is just KSI absolutely pummeling him. So I would put stinker for now because he hasn't actually won anything important. But yeah, I'm gonna put in stinker. Do you know who this next guy is?
He looks familiar, but honestly, not quite. So I'm gonna put who the
What
fuck
about the guy after him?
I couldn't tell you.
L. All right.
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
This is Raka Raka. He fought.
Wait, the guy in the white shirt or the guy that's shirtless?
Shirtless. He fought, what's his name? Scarce, and absolutely destroyed him. I'd love to see him get back in the ring. I don't know if he's done, but he was very good and was very active. I'd put him in meh, just because
he looks quite fit. I mean, I know that fit doesn't necessarily mean talented because there's somebody that's going to come up here and I'll mention him when we get there. But I can't comment. I think I've seen the fight because I'm pretty sure I remember him fighting Scarce, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure Scarce wasn't very talented.
Scarce wasn't very talented. So, and Scarce is next, so I'm going to put him in stinker. And I think Michael is meh because I would want to see him win one more.
This is FaZe fucking temper, right? Or no, this is FaZe Sensei. Sorry. I think FaZe Sensei has proven himself a little bit. Hold up one second. The fuck do I?
I'll talk. FaZe Sensei. I know I'm eating. I'm sorry. This is gross, but
yeah, same. I'm eating. So I'm shoving my face with. Anyways,
I think he did well against King Kenny. Surprised that he actually lost, but
yes, it was. I think it was a pretty big upset in my opinion, because I remember the ratings being like an issue because everybody was saying that Sensei got robbed in that fight, and there's a running joke that King Kenny has only won by upsets that shouldn't have been given to him. So, I think I would put Sensei at decent respect. Like
yeah.
I think if we have Reka Reka and meh, I'd have to put Sensei and decent.
Yeah.
Purely just because he has proven himself a decent bit.
And then
Now,
I don't know who this next guy is.
I think this is one of the guys that was on the undercard from KSI's fight, but honestly, don't know who he is.
I don't think he was in the undercard. I don't remember him at all.
Maybe I've seen him in a different fight.
And then the next guy, I don't know. Who's?
I think this guy's a TikToker. I don't know who he is though. So this list is gonna be massive on who the fuck are you? This. Oh, this guy. What the fuck?
I remember this fight just being.
I don't remember his
awful.
name. I do remember the fight. It's not a great fight, so I'm gonna put it in Stinker.
Stinky.
If we have Joe Weller and Stinker, I'm gonna put him in Stinker.
And I think he fought this other guy who lost. So I think we were both putting him in
Stinker.
Yeah,
I think we're both putting them in Stinker. I vaguely remember that fight, and I'm pretty sure at one point he was like dancing around the boxing ring. So
Fucking hater.
Who is this guy? Is
No
that?
clue.
I think that's what's his name? Unless he's somewhere else in this list. The guy that started YouTube boxing, the British guy that's part of the fucking like with the sidewind. What the fuck is his name? He's in a ton of their videos.
Theo?
He was, yeah, Theo Baker. Is that Theo?
Did he actually box? I didn't know he boxed.
Mm-hmm. He was the one that started the whole thing.
Did he
was
lose
the
to
very
Joe
first.
Weller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely lost to Joe Weller, but he did technically start the thing. So I
Respectfully putting him in Stinker.
I want to put him in Med just purely because fuck
But
Joe
if we
Weller.
have Joe Weller and Stinker, like
I think we both. Okay, let's put Theo and should retire because I don't think he should ever step in the
I think he
boxing
did
ring again.
retire.
I think he did. He boxed that one time and was like,
Alright.
"Fuck this shit, I'm never doing it
Wasabi,
again."
what are we thinking? He pisses
Alex
me off.
fucking Wasabi.
He's
He does not deserve the W in his last name, anyways. I think he should retire. I'm sorry. I
want to see him get back in the ring again, but just so he can get his ass
but I want
kicked.
to. Yeah, exactly. I want to see him just get absolutely decimated. I want him to hop in with KSI. I don't think it'll ever happen because KSI kind of just said fuck that. Like
I would want to see a spar.
almost ruined my event. Yeah. I don't think he deserves a whole event, but I do think a spar.
What I want to see actually
suffice.
is Wasabi versus Salt Poppy, just so Salt Poppy.
Oh,
can
so
rip
I think
into
Salt
him.
Poppy would fry him. I don't think I can put him in should retire. I
think Matt.
I do think that he would beat Joe Weller. So I do have to put him in meh. Because I'm gonna be honest, I comparing Joe Weller versus him, I just do think that Alex would beat him. But hold up.
This next guy, I have no clue, so maybe Christian has input about him, but he does look familiar, to be fair, but I don't know. We'll have to see what Christian thinks. See?
Sorry. Anyways,
You know who this guy is?
Not quite sure. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, Fousey. This one's a sad one.
Okay, so Fousey, I had high hopes. Sadly, I wanted Deji to win, right? I wanted Wedgie to win, but I realistically thought that there was a chance that Fousey would just rock his shit. Because honestly, what I had seen, it was very minimal because there wasn't a whole lot of boxing form or anything that he had given off, but just his transformation and the effort that he put into getting mentally prepared and physically prepared for the fight, I was actually quite impressed. Now, unfortunately, his boxing skills are subpar. And he got absolutely ass clapped by Deji. And I think that Deji could do that time and time again. I don't think Fousey has a chance standing against that. Now, with that, I would put him in meh. I don't think he's awful, but I don't think he's the same level as Sensei.
I would like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Wasabi versus Fousey would be funny.
That would be very interesting. Actually, I think that's a very equal fight, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that Fousey needs to be in meh. I think if we have Wasabi there, he needs to be there too.
Because he's not a stinker. Like
he's not a
bad.
stinker.
It's just
No, and he has
better.
heart. He has the heart, which is
and he can take him off
too.
the chin.
Mm-hmm. If he actually throws a punch.
Yeah,
but
that's his problem. He needs to throw more.
I don't think he had the confidence to he had the heart and the push to get there and mentally prepare himself, but once he was in the ring, I don't think he had the confidence to actually just go for shit. Yeah. Now this guy
almost
was
there. He was
He's
so
absolutely
good.
almost there. Now, I think that his boxing style is very
Unorthodox.
yeah, absolutely. I think he just goes for it. Like he just he sent it and absolutely decimated Faye's temper. It wasn't even close. And that's saying something because I do think Temper is actually a quite decent fighter. But yeah, Slim was impressed me. I was very
Based
impressed.
off of that fight, though, I would say Temper was a stinker because he didn't throw.
Yeah, based off of that fight, I do like it sucks because I think Temper has potential and like I've seen what he can do, but he definitely didn't prove much in that fight.
Honestly,
Now I
debatably, if Deji didn't win that, that was the best fight of the night.
No, I know what the best fight of the night was, absolutely, and that has to be fucking Salt Poppy. Salt Poppy
Okay, yeah,
has to
that
be the
was a
best
good
fight of the
one, but
night.
like,
And I know it
I'm
was the
saying like
shortest fight,
in
but like
terms of
the most.
watchability,
Yeah, that's true. I think that Salt Poppy had the best
because Andy
display of
Worski had
skill.
no reason to be in there with him at all.
Facts, absolutely. Now I do think that Salt Poppy had the best display of skill. And it was very short lived, which kind of sucks because I wanted to see more. But I was thoroughly shocked and impressed with how well he did. Like the combination of the punches, the technique behind the punches, the fact that he got a 4-piece fucking wombo combo that sent him to the floor. It was so good. Anyways,
Who's this next guy?
don't know. So I'm just not even gonna
Fucking
bother. Anyways,
Deji.
Wedgie. Fucking Wedgie, bruh. Oh my
Almost
god,
there.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him. I'm gonna say almost there, but arguably above Slim. Like I do think like definitively I'm gonna put him above Slim purely just because of the display that he gave. I think that his defense was absolutely phenomenal. I
No,
think that he did
he was
very good
fucking
at he did phenomenal at self control. Great self control, and not overextending himself. I think that if given like 2 months, both Slim and Wedgie, train, I think Deji would win.
That's a
I
huge
purely
height
just
advantage, though.
what Slim's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deji
that's
is
true.
very
It's a
short.
reach advantage. I don't think Deji's that short. No,
5'7".
Deji's like, is he really 5'7"? I thought he was like 5'8", 5'9".
I think he's like actually 5'9". I was shitting on you, but
I can't fucking Deji height. Anyways, I just wanted to look. Oh no, he is 5'7". You're right.
oh, dick. Okay.
You right.
Yeah,
You
so that's
right.
5'7" to 6'3", like 3, I think. So
Damn, he's really that tall. Fucking Christ. Anyways, well, we can slap him in almost there. We can move shit around if we want
this
to.
next one, but we have to.
I
God tier. We have to.
I'd
Undefeated. He beat Tyron
yeah,
Woodley twice.
you're right. I mean, as much as I hate to as much as I hate to do it, you're not wrong. Now with that, my comment still stands though. He hasn't fought an actual boxer, which is my biggest
Which
issue.
is what
Like
he's
he's
going
not
to
necessarily
fight next is Anderson Silva, but he's 40 years old.
true.
But
Yeah,
Anderson Silva,
I think.
I still think Anderson Silva is going to beat him.
Oh, I think Anderson Silva has large potential. I like Anderson Silva is very, very talented, and regardless of the fact that he's 40, at least he's somebody who's a boxer. Like, I don't know. I do think that he deserves God tier though. He has been undefeated. He has done many fights. He has proven himself quite well.
And to be fair, I would say Tyron Woodley is not a horrible boxer. I'd put him in almost there, and I think he could beat Deji and Slim on any given night. He's not a bad fighter because
That's true.
2 fights that he had with Jake, extremely
I don't
close.
think he would be able to beat. Like, I think given the like proper training, I don't think Tyron Woodley would beat Deji. But that's because I think that Deji has a massive potential. So, like, because he's actually applying himself, and I know that he has a shit track record. I do think
problem is that he had to fight up to Jake's weight, so he couldn't be as conditioned as he want to be. You take him down to 170, oh boy.
I think that I do think now this is a hot take. I do think that Deji might be the most technically proficient YouTube boxer. and that's purely just out of like
Bro, if he
the
beats
training and
Floyd,
practice and everything. I do think that Deji has the ability, like he may not have the strongest punches or anything, but like just by actual talent and skill, I do think that he holds the crown on that.
do we think he could beat Floyd coming November? There's not gonna be a
The scene.
there's not gonna be a winner announced, but
from a realistic perspective, probably not. But do I hope that he does? Absolutely.
Will he get knocked out?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'll get knocked out. I think that if Deji really takes it seriously and has continued to train through from the previous fight until the upcoming, I think he has nothing to prove but success. So good job, baby.
Right. Logan
now
Paul.
Next, I think Logan Paul is God tier.
Here's my take.
I think that he does deserve to share the spotlight with his brother on that one.
Here's my take. I think Logan would beat Jake, but based off of a wins and, you know, looking bad, because he is like 6'2", and he fought against KSI, who had to go up to his weight and was technically better. He should have won that fight. And until you get a win, I can't put you in God tier. But are you going to get a win this January? Of fucking absolutely, and you're gonna prove why you're the better brother.
Are they fighting each other?
No, he's gonna be fighting either Dylan Danis or somebody else in January in KSI's undercard. But he's gonna prove himself. He's gonna look so unbelievably talented, I think.
That's fair.
So
I still think that he does deserve God tier, in my opinion, purely just because of this. I think outside of just talent or lack thereof, or whatever, I do think that you also have to take into account what they've done for the YouTube boxing scene, and I also think that he like that arguably puts him into the God tier spot purely just because of how massive they have pushed the YouTube like how hard they have pushed the YouTube boxing scene into the spotlight, with Logan Paul and KSI bringing in just massive pay-per-view sells and viewerships and such. So I do think that Logan needs to be up in God tier purely just because of how much he's brought I think to light.
He needs to have that almost there mentality though, and like I think people need to think that he's almost there just so he has a chip on his shoulder so that he can fucking push for this next fight.
Yes and no, because he did fight. You have to think about the fact that he did fight Floyd Mayweather already.
That didn't end well for him though. I think
it did. I think that he actually held his own like quite well. I don't think there was a decision made because I'm pretty sure it was one whatever the fuck the technical term is for matches exhibition. Yeah, it was just an exhibition, so they didn't actually.
I don't think
they didn't actually choose. But I don't think he lost. I mean, maybe I could rewatch it. It's been a while.
The weight classes were so indifferent, and yet I think Floyd landed more punches. So it's just.
That's fair. But you also are thinking about the fact that it's Floyd Mayweather. So, the fact that he has stepped into the and once again, at least Logan stepped in with an actual boxer. So I am putting Logan in God tier. I'm sorry. Like the fact that he has fought Floyd Mayweather already, even if he lost technically, the fact that he had
I'm not budging.
Fair. I don't know. I don't necessarily think a win like purely defines God tier. I think the fact that he held his own and didn't get knocked out by Floyd Mayweather.
Well, you have to think the weight difference. If you get knocked out by somebody that much shorter, that like think about it. He's like, bam! He has to do that just to fucking try to land a punch on him.
How many wins and how many losses does Floyd Mayweather have in boxing? I don't care what you're hot, bro. I could be 6'7". I'd still be scared to step into the fucking ring with Floyd Mayweather.
No, you can be scared of him. I'm not saying you can't be, and I'm not saying you can't knock out somebody taller than him. But Logan Paul, like,
yeah, that's true. He's
had experience of 2 fights.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think I can agree with him being almost there. I just think that with all factors combined, he kind of deserves to be God tier.
What defines God tier is making the YouTube boxing scene, fucking winning, and you know, just clout, I guess, or how many, like, yeah, like I said, winning.
Yeah, fair.
All right,
This guy,
everyone up
I
till
think I recognize
Anderson
him.
Gibb, I don't know.
You don't know JMX?
No.
The third guy?
Mm-mm.
I think JMX is
Is that the shirtless guy?
meh. Yeah, it's a shirtless guy. I think he's meh. We can put JMX meh. He's large in the UK
Okay, everyone
YouTube
else
scene.
until Gibb, can we just put in who the fuck?
Yeah, we'll just put
Okay.
who the fuck are you? Who the
All
fuck
right,
are
Big
you? Who the fuck
Gibber.
are you? All right, Big Gibber. Now, this is an interesting one because he has had a rough start just like Deji did.
He won his first fight.
No, he didn't, did he?
I think so. On KSI.
I don't think. I'm
Undercard.
pretty sure he lost because he did the crab form shit and got fucking
Oh, no,
swept
that was
by.
against Jake. And then who else did he fight?
I don't remember.
But I don't remember who he fought, but I think he has won one before, because like on the Logan Paul first fight against KSI, I think he was on an undercard, and I think he won.
I don't remember who he fought, but I do remember. I think he did win. But he did prove a lot against McBroom. Now, I don't think McBroom is a phenomenal opponent, but I do think that he did prove quite a bit against McBroom.
No, and like look at the fucker's heart. He got knocked down in like first round, and then he just comes
He
back
got knocked
and
down first
knocks
round
down.
and just fucking flipped the script super hard.
He's like,
super
all
hard.
right, I better put on my fucking big dick pants.
Yes, I don't think he's almost there yet. Even with the Austin McBroom fight, I do think that he needs to. I think that he needs to fight somebody better than Austin McBroom to actually almost be there.
McBroom's not a horrible fighter.
I don't think he's great. I would put McBroom.
I think McBroom could beat
maybe.
I think McBroom could beat Gil, or what the fuck? What's his name? Oh my shit. I think he could beat Wasabi. I think he could beat Fuzi. I think he could beat Michael. I think he could beat those people.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's fair.
And I put Gibb in almost there, because if he wins one more fight, I say he fights KSI, then he fights Jake. Boom, there's his path to being the best boxer.
That's true. That's
and
very
I'd actually
true.
love to see Gibb versus Logan. It's never gonna
I
happen.
would actually. I don't think it'll happen. I want to see Gibb versus KSI, but I also don't think that'll happen purely just because they're friends.
And I think they're
that's
on like the same training team or something.
Yeah, I'll put him almost there. That's fair. I think he has done quite a bit to step up his game. He did display quite a bit of skill in the Austin fight. I recognize this guy, but I don't recognize him.
Okay, everyone up until KSI, I have no clue.
Yep, not a shot in the dark. Anyways, KSI. Okay. He has to be God tier. I refuse to not put him God tier. I'm not saying almost there. If you're putting Jake, I refuse. Okay, the reason why I say that I refuse to not put him in God tier if Jake's in God tier is because Jake hasn't fought a fucking boxer. And he's fighting old, decrepit men.
Just gives me depression, because, like, I wish Pineda was better. I wish Pineda was better.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, even though that they were ass, like, he did fight 2 fights. I know that they were not great opponents at all. But realistically, like, you are still fighting 2 people.
I think debatably, I could beat Swarms. And I think
fair.
I could beat Pineda even, because
I think that's true. Pineda was ass. I do think that Pineda might be a little bit better than people are giving him credit for, but I think that I think that the limelight got to him.
KSI hit him with that fucking punch, and he was like, oh.
You also have to think about the fact that there's no way they were in the same weight class. I won't accept that.
Well, Pineda, he's like 6'3". You have to think about the height. I think he was on the lower end, but I think he still made it. And they have to weigh in, so there's no way.
Like, it was hard to tell because he was on the floor the entire fucking time.
But yeah, I will agree with you. I'll put him in God tier. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking say almost there. Oh. No, I'm not one of those
I'd fucking
people.
I'd throw hands if you put KSI in.
But we are hitting the 30-minute mark. A lot of these people next we don't know, so we're almost hitting the halfway mark for us.
Let's skip. Skip most of them.
I'm gonna cut this in half video.
Okay, cool.
But
all right, we'll see you guys
I hope
back
you guys
in.
enjoyed. Be back next week for part 2. If you're not there, I'm
Mhm.
gonna rip your guts apart. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see you later.
I'm gonna sock you from the inside. Pause.